Bam. Okay. Okie dokie. Um, Let me pull up my stuff from. Ugh, my brain is all over the place. Okay. So I have some announcements. I didn't mention this in chat, but I added a mechanic for this campaign called clashing. Essentially where if you roll to the enemy's AC, you can like lock blades and then do like a strength roll off to break their lock and get like power through
Cool.
them. There's more details on Discord about it. Um, but that's essentially the only update I really have. Um, Besides that, I'm going to do a quick recap from what I can recall. I think it was about our last session was a month ago, I think.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Okay, so forgive
That
me if
sounds
I'm a
right.
little foggy, but I was trying to jot down some notes when that session happened previously, but I've been so busy it's like half done. So um let's see. You guys visited the Kind Inn. You met Zachariah, where you guys learn about how Corwin can astral walk. Essentially where he's being sent somewhere else and then brought back over and over again against his will. And if this keeps happening, it can cause him to die. Um, which is bad. So Zachariah gave him a talisman, which can slow down the process and block it for an X amount of time. The guesstimation's a few months, but he's not entirely sure. You'll basically find out when the talisman just shatters. Um,
That'd be unfortunate.
uh, you guys then you went to the Western Gates where you met a flower garden attendee by the name of Lyric. He discussed the splicing of different flowers, in particular interest the lotus flower, which has the ability the white flower can save someone's life, the black flower can kill someone, and the purple flower can give or take magic away. And you guys found the gold and sorry, the black and purple spliced hybrid lotus flower. Where you did find a group of goblins that attacked you, and you guys fought them off with the help of a Flanagan and were able to defeat them. Um, so yeah, that's essentially the recap. You guys also acquired a new companion by the name of Steve to your party, all black
Oh
cat.
yeah.
I almost forgot about that for a second. So yeah, but I'm going to cue our intro, and I will get to it right after this break. In three, two, one.
Welcome to Subspace. Subspace is a realm in between space and time, stretching its reach to every multiverse without limitation. In this realm, we have seen variants such as Captain Hydra, Darth Kenobi, and many more. Subspace was conquered by Zagrathorn in its third year of existence. His reign went on for centuries. In the year 500, a band of heroes saved the realm and defeated Zagrathorn, saving Subspace and the multiverse. Mirax Stormpacer, a Jedi, becoming the general and leader of the Round Table. Nirvana Pentragon becoming Queen of Subspace. Druselia having a statue commemorating her at New Camelot after her victory against Typhon. Vash departed with the Round Table to seek out other Mandalorian survivors from the war. Din Djarin's body was never found after the fight with Zagrathorn, which he was killed. For now, the realm existed in peace after 500 years of tyranny. But we're not telling that story today. I am the Watcher. These are my stories. I observe all that transpires here, but I do not, cannot, will not interfere. For I am the Watcher. This is the story of the first chosen to be brought to the realm of Subspace. This is the first wave.
Okay. So you guys are in the garden, in the forest, not really a garden, but in the forest with a tree that has just bodies laid out. There's goblin carcass all over the place. You're all kind of grouping back together as you're pretty battered and wounded. You haven't really had a chance to gain back the HP you lost from that fight because we're kind of picking up exactly where we left off. Um, Steve is kind of just walking between Orbweave's legs and then over to Demointis and back over to Corwin and then O'Flynn again in that rotation. What do you guys want to do while these bodies are laid out around you?
What time of day is it, roughly?
It's approximately about 5 in the morning. This fight happened like at sunrise, basically.
Well, I definitely need a long rest. I have 1 hit point.
I need a
Yeah.
nap.
I need a little.
We need to take a nap.
Okay, so you
Can I
guys are.
check the body next to me? Remember correctly, there was a few in my vicinity.
Yeah, so you can kind of you gotta go to the nearest goblin and it's kind of just cleaved in half. This one was actually in particular the one that was holding a wooden staff that struck you with the fire blast that knocked you unconscious.
Asshole.
Is that the one you want to look over?
Yeah.
Okay, you kind
Take
of
his shit.
look over his body. You don't really find much, but you don't really need to do a roll for this, but you find the staff he was holding. You don't really feel any magic power coming from it. It just kind of feels like a giant wooden club, almost. A little more fancier as like the wood kind of intertwines. It comes out to a pedestal that kind of looks like it could hold a gem, but there's no gem there. It's just like that.
Okay.
Besides that, you find some goblin wares, little trouser, cloth loincloth that blocks, his goblin penis. And that's about it
Whoa.
for that guy.
Okay. No money or anything, no coins or anything like that that are on
No.
him.
Nothing.
Damn.
Not on that one.
I'm gonna go over to the other one because there's like at least 3 of them that were by me.
There
Check
was
back out.
3 near you, and I believe there was 3 back by the tree. Go ahead and give me an investigation while you kind of thumb through these bodies.
That's an 11.
11. All right. So while Corwin kind of trolleys away from you guys, you see he starts flipping goblin bodies and kind of frisking them, trying to find what he can from their corpses. Corwin and Demointis, what do you two want to do?
Natanya, how many hit points do you have?
5. I want a nap.
I feel like somebody should keep watch, but we all kind of really need to sleep. So we should set up a camp.
We can make our way back to the town. It's not far. We have to go back anyway to give the old guy the lotus flower anyway, so.
That's true.
It's not a bad idea.
Okay.
You have the lotus flower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Wyatt, I wasn't sure if this was just like a mistake on your end or mine, but when you were going over like the lotus flowers and stuff, you said the black one kills.
Yes.
And I wrote down notes from that session, and it said the white one kills and the black one brings a dead soul back to life. and then the purple one gives magical powers or takes away. So I just wanted to clarify with you.
I might be mistaken, but let's just make it the white one is the one that can restore life, and the black one is the one that can give death.
Okay.
Again, it's been a month, so a little foggy, but
No, I know, and I'm just looking back at my notes, and so because I thought the lotus flower we grabbed was gonna solve the problem.
yeah, you guys have the wait. No, because actually no, keep it the same. That makes sense because I designed the flower to be the one that can save, his wife. So
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
yeah. So black is the one that can save lives. White's the one that can give death. My mistake.
That's all right. I was just making sure we were cool.
No, yeah, thanks. But you have that as an item
Save this whole game.
in your inventory. Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay. Did you guys want to do anything?
Well, as soon as Corwin is done mooching off of the dead goblins, I am ready to head back.
Okay, so Corwin.
Look, it's Steve.
it's
Oh my God, there's
Steve.
Steve.
Steve in real life.
So Corwin, you are on the last goblin body. You're flipping them. During your search, you were able to find one dagger. Let me know if you need a second to get it all put on there.
All right, one dagger.
One dagger. Okay. You find one gold piece.
Okay, adding one gold.
And an intact human heart.
Gross. All right.
Like, not
Poor
beating,
Steve.
obviously, but it's not, like, shredded. It's a solid organ. That's all you find from the bodies. So you guys want to start heading back to the town? Or do you want to rest here?
I want to rest
Like-
in the town.
Rest in the town?
But
Get beat up.
did I see Corwin obtain anything from the looting?
Give me a passive perception check. Actually, sorry, I keep mixing that. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Take your time.
Every time I have to search through like every page on D&D Beyond. I had a 19.
You got 20.
Nice.
20.
Yeah,
Modified.
with your bonus. So yes, you saw practically everything he was able to find. You saw him grab the heart. You saw him grab the gold piece. You saw him grab a dagger. You saw him grab the wooden oak staff, and the loincloths.
Right on. I'm gonna do what he did then if I saw all that.
And what's that?
I'm just gonna start looting the bodies. I am specifically looking for money.
He found all of it.
Oh, he found all of it?
Yeah, he stripped him.
Well, alrighty then. Well, then let's go.
Unless you want loincloths.
Get out of here. No, I'll pass.
Okay.
I'm okay.
So you guys, you start packing up your things, and you kind of take a last look at this little clearing, and you kind of just see like the bodies laying there, and the goblin like organs and body parts all over the field, the blood stains. O'Flanagan's kind of just following suit as he's kind of wiping the goblin blood off his blades and stowing them back in their sheaths. He seems to be pretty silent, almost somewhat brooding after the combat. And he just follows behind you guys as you guys head back towards the western gates. You walk for a little while. You see some merchants passing through on the trade routes, exiting and entering the town. You get towards the western gates, and you see this giant wooden door, and you see the same two guards standing out front, and they have their pikes in the ground, and they say, "IDs?"
I'm gonna pull out my
ID.
world pass and show it.
Okay. Or Weeb, you walk up first, and you kind of present your ID to him, and he kind of takes a look at it. He's like, "Go ahead." And the gate
Nice.
starts to crack open, and they let you in. Then Des Moines follows suit, checks it. You go in as well. Corwin and O'Flanagan follow suit, and you guys are now back into the city. It is still, the sun's only just beginning to rise, so it's still a little dark, but not like how it was a few hours ago. You can start seeing some shops are beginning to open, people heading in to start their days, lights starting to turn on, things like that.
Did Steve
Good, that
make it into
means
the city with us?
Passive perception says yes. He's at Des Moines' feet right now and is kind of walking parallel.
Can I try to pick him up? I want to make sure he doesn't get away from us.
Yeah, give me animal handling. Oh, 20.
20.
Right.
Okay.
There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
basically just look down at Steve. Steve looks up at you, and you just take your arm, swoop him up, and now you're just carrying him like that in your arm while you guys are walking down the street. And he just
Perfect. I want him to stay
seems
safe.
unbothered by the by what you're doing.
Good, because we gave him a big piece of meat, so he should be loving this.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
We're his new family.
He almost seems relieved, like a hunter who doesn't have to hunt anymore. That's the general
Oh.
vibe he gives off.
He's not getting any
Oh.
more ham until we get more money.
Don't tell him that.
Okay, you guys walk down a few streets. You see some guards pass. They just kind of give you a friendly nod. You pass by a few more shop merchants. What do you want to do?
I want to
Find
find an inn.
Gonna
How
find an
much
inn?
money do we have to
Let's
actually
see.
go to an inn?
I have 5 gold
Awesome.
pieces and 4 copper.
Oh yeah, you did some strumming to get money.
Some side swindling, if you will.
Yes.
Mhm.
I got 2 gold and 1 that's silver.
I have 1 gold and 9 copper, so
Okay.
we will take what we can get.
Yeah, we'll see what we can swing.
Okay. You guys head towards a nearby inn. You actually stroll for a little while. And the nearest one is still the Kind Inn. You approach it,
Fantastic.
staying here previously. You come back to the entryway. The wooden door is just cracked open a bit. As you kind of slowly push it open, it makes like a you open it. It's the morning seems to have just began. There's not really customers waiting at the desk. You see just a little torchlight and the familiar old lady just sitting in her chair, rocking back and forth, reading from what looks like a pretty old book, and just has her little reading glasses on, and she's just reading from it. Oh, hi! How
Hello,
can I help you?
Sam.
Flips the page.
we need a room or a few rooms. We need a nap.
Can orb weeb count?
What was that?
That's a good question.
I said, can
She
orb weeb
asked.
count?
Can Orweeb count?
No.
I mean, what is your intelligence above 10?
I think it actually is.
If it is, then you can.
Yeah, it's 13.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm about to
You said, "Girl, do you even know how to do that?"
I get to use a new
Serious.
feature that I haven't gotten to actually use yet for this series. So, she looks back up to you guys and she goes, "What can I get you?"
Three rooms.
3 rooms, you see. We have about 6 rooms available, so that can do. It's only 5 silver pieces per room.
Does anyone know the silver to gold?
Yeah, it's on the thing. So 1 gold is 10 silver pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna give her a
I'm a-
gold piece and ask if she can make change. Or I can just
Gold
pay for orb
piece.
weebs.
So you just want to but get 2 rooms with the gold piece? Or...
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's 2 rooms. Yeah.
She kind of reaches under the desk and she pulls out these 2 wooden keys and passes one to Orbweave and passes one to Demointhus. She looks back over to Corwin and she just goes,
Would you like a room too?
Just one place.
Just one? That'll be 5 silver pieces.
All I got is 1 gold. If I could get change, that'd be lovely.
Absolutely. In 5 silver pieces for you.
and she kind of
Thank you.
just passes you the silver pieces and gives you the wooden key back to your room.
Alrighty, I am heading up to the room so I can take a fat snooze.
Yes.
Enjoy your stay at the Kind Inn.
Thank you,
She
kind
looks-
lady.
She looks back to her book and kind of leans back and just keeps thumbing through pages and tries to read with her reading glasses as she kind of seems to be struggling a little bit.
Aw.
You all head to your rooms individually. You crawl into your beds and get really comfortable in the comforter. And you get 1 long rest each.
No, thank God.
Woohoo.
You guys had a rough day.
I got
did.
my ass kicked like 4 times.
Me too.
And
I
O'Flanagan
got my
also,
spell slots back.
O'Flanagan also
I'll
did
do
get a
that.
room and got a long rest as well. So let me make sure I add that
Good for him.
in.
He needs that.
One of my ass kicking came from my own head, and then someone dropping me on my face.
That's a long rest for Corwin. Okay. You guys kind of all each eventually wake to the sounds of the hustle and bustle in the city streets as the nightlife starts to take hold. People are coming out. It's about 8 p.m. So it's pretty dark again. You guys have started to go onto a pretty nocturnal schedule here as you kind of keep skipping the days and going into the nights. You all each kind of meet back in the main lobby of the Kind Inn. The old lady isn't there anymore. It's now, again, the more brutish, stern older man. And after a few minutes, O'Flanagan also meets you all in the main lobby.
Right. Well, we need to find that old man.
We gotta give the keys back.
Yeah.
The
I'm gonna give the room key back to the gentleman at the front desk and make my way out to get some fresh air.
I'm gonna
he
do the
kind of
same.
takes your guys' room keys one by one and just goes, and just puts them under the counter without saying a word, and that's it. You guys all
Perfect.
exit the Kind Inn one by one back out into the city streets, and you're heading back to the old man.
The old man with the dying wife.
The old man and the dying
Hopefully
wife.
she's not dead.
Okay. That is a little ways away. A little ways away from here. You start walking for a little while. Flanagan following suit. Demointhus, I assume you are still holding Steve.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. As you guys keep on trotting down, you're passing some merchant shops, and eventually you come to a shopping center where you're kind of meted by a familiar kind of party life where it's very crowded. Not the same shopping center from before. You've gotten more towards the central area, towards the eastern gate that you did meet the old man at. You're about half a mile away from his homestead. The problem here is that you're kind of met with a blockade of people who are partying and drinking their ales and starting to get really intoxicated. There's a couple spots where guys are pushing each other around. A couple of fights break out. The shopping centers this time of night in the Waterfall Citadel get very just party life. They're hitting each other, partying, dancing. There's music being played. It's like a festival every single night in these shopping centers. How do you guys want to maneuver through this crowd?
Um,
Uninvoluntarily.
Uninvoluntarily. Okay. So the first path you can take is to the left and around. That path is more of the dancers and partiers. You can try cutting through, where there's a lot of people who are just drinking and standing next to each other, with also a pretty large water fountain blocking the path. And then the right side is more of the fisticuffs, people breaking out fights and fighting each other and bumping each other around. More of the the riot kind of party style.
I vote going to the dance party.
yeah. Go
Yeah.
dance. It's boogie.
Okay.
Still vibe or something. I don't know.
Carwin, do you want to go as well?
Well, I'm not going to the fight. That's what you're asking.
Okay. You start heading through the party crowd, and you see all sorts of different kinds of life. You see elves, half elves. You see, I'm having a brain fart right now. Humans, half orcs, the likes. As you're trying to maneuver through them all, it starts getting like more dense, and people are kind of getting closer to each other. And Orbweeb, as you're trying to maneuver as well, a gentleman kind of knocks into you, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And he kind of just like tries to like step away from you to show his courtesy.
Ah, thank you, good sir. I'm gonna keep walking.
Okay, just a second.
I am relatively nice, though.
I am relatively.
So I'm not too bothered by it. Look, it's
Said
Steve,
sorry.
but lighter.
Oh my
What?
god, Steve came again.
Orweeb, give me a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh man. Who am I perceiving?
Well, you better perceive him well.
We'll see. Yay, 5.
You perceive nothing.
You perceive nothing.
You go blind.
All right, give me a second here.
I have popcorn kernels stuck in my teeth.
Worst.
It's a bold dinner option.
Okay. You don't notice. You kind of continue through the
Okay.
crowd, and you keep moving. Demointhus, you start trying to also maneuver as well. Some people keep like kind of bump shoulders, and you see a couple of sly smirks from all different kinds of people. Give me a dexterity check while you're trying to maneuver through this crowd.
Alright, I got this. I got this. I don't got this.
8. As you're trying to like kind of shoulder yourself through, but also politely, you kind of just come smack dam into a half orc, and he turns around and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And he starts raising his hands like you think you're trying to party with him, and he kind of starts dancing towards you.
Oh. I'm gonna dance with him for a second. I'm avoiding no problem. I'm a
Okay.
charismatic person. I'm
Corwin,
just gonna can I
Yeah.
can I just kind of dance like around him, like like do a little bit of this and kind of just try to.
give me a performance.
Okay,
Well,
I've got to be high in that, right? Oh yeah.
14. Yeah, so you kind of just start kind of like shimmying around him, kind of feeling the vibe, and he's all about it as you guys
Yeah.
slowly just kind of rotating around each other. And he's very focused on you. Like his eyes are like, "You're all about it," and he's just partying with you now. As you're slowly rotating
I am
around
all
him.
about it.
Corwin, you're kind of watching Demointhus start to just break into dance with this half orc that seems to be almost just towering over him. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
boogieing.
I'm gonna try and go around the outer edge, the most outer edge, and avoid all that crowd.
Okay, so you start cutting towards the outer edge on the far left side, and you kind of meet up to a building. You see a couple of shady characters just kind of like leaned up against it. Some are like in dark robes, some look a little bit more friendly, but they seem like they don't really have anything to do with the crowd that's here partying. They almost seem to be strictly observing. And they're kind of blocking your way from just walking in front of them.
Excuse
about
me,
4.
just need to get by.
You see, there's one the closest to you is wearing a hood draping over his face, and he's kind of looks at you and he's waves his hand. Like he just dismisses you from his whole point of view.
I don't mean to be rude, but I just need to get by.
He turns to you, and you kind of see tusks kind of pointing out. You don't really see much of his face, but all you can see are his tusks. And he says, "Move by somewhere else," and looks back to the crowd.
All right, boy.
Okay,
I'll
so you're gonna turn
go
around and
to
head
the
back.
other side.
All right.
Okay, so do you want to cut on the right of the left side or the whole area?
But he said go somewhere else, so that's what I'm gonna go do.
Okay, so you're gonna cut to the other side of the area.
Yeah, go on to the other side now.
Okay, so you pretty much just do a 180 and just walk the opposite way, and you kind of pass back to where you were. You're kind of still seeing Des Moines just partying around this half-orc, slowly getting the other side. And you start realizing you're getting closer and closer to the more of the fisticup area, and as you get closer, you watch this high elf just completely deck this human in the face, and he just hits the ground. And you watch this fight just break out, and there's like 6 people just boxing each other right in front of you, about 20 feet away.
No, I don't like this. I'm going to try and evade as much as I can, but try and walk around the fight.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check, actually.
Come on, baby.
Uh,
That ain't too bad. That's an 18.
18. Yeah, so you kind of
Okay.
just pick the left side of this fighting riot area, and you're kind of squeezing your way through, kind of lightly just putting your hands up like you have nothing to do with this as you kind of just stretch through that crowd. Weeb, you are slowly making your way, but it is getting more and more dense. People blocking your way. You're constantly asking people to move. Please excuse me. You know, things like that. Until you get to the point where it's just too dense for you to get past. You can try dexterity and getting past them neatly, or you can try strength and forcing your way through.
you
I
should
will try
crawl.
dexterity.
Okay, dexterity.
Crawl beneath their feet.
I'm gonna get stepped on.
So you can't
How
really
does he
crawl.
roll well?
You can't really crawl beneath their feet. You're a short elf, but you're still like 5'4".
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Solid 13.
13. So you kind of you just take your shoulder and you kind of just very carefully and gently just kind of make a bulldoze, but not with the intent to mow people down, but just to kind of show like I'm getting through, and they kind of get out of your way slowly. Des Moines,
Nice.
you see this half work. You're almost rotated. You're rotating to the point where you're on the side you need to be, and he's still going.
Okay.
Like he's trying to get you to keep rotating, and you're kind of slowing down. He's noticing, and he's like,
He's just
"Rrr,
rotating with me.
rrr, rrr." He's kind of signaling
Does
you to
he-
keep rotating with him.
Can he speak the language that I'm speaking?
You can find out.
Alright, I'm gonna try to talk to him then and just see if he knows. I'm gonna look at him and be like, I'll get back to you, man. I got somewhere to be. I'm meeting somebody.
Party time! And he just keeps, come on, leaving me hanging. He's trying to get you to, come on. People are starting to look, and like you can see a couple of these elitist
Come
elves kind of
on.
like covering their mouth and chuckling while he's like almost looking worried, like you're gonna embarrass him in front of everyone. Come on!
Okay, fine.
Embarrass him.
Here, I'm gonna grasp his hands that are in the air and be like, party! This way! And I'm gonna try to just drag him with me because I feel like I can't get out of this without doing that.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, party!
So the second you
Matches
grab onto his
energy.
hands and you say party, he gets overexcited like he's not gonna get embarrassed, and he just starts swinging you around with all of his strength that he can muster.
6'8".
Give
I'm gonna
me
take one look back and just see Des Moines in the air like a fucking lasso.
Hopefully he swings me in the right direction.
give me a strength saving throw.
Chuck me over there.
Like, yeah, party! Strength saving throw, do I have to do that? Oh, okay, down here, okay.
Yeah, so he grabs onto your hands and he almost seems like he's pulling you in now because he's so afraid of being embarrassed in front of this giant crowd. He pretty much just
I get
Yeah.
it.
swings you back this way like you're a toy almost. And he doesn't really pick you up, but he like very clearly moves you and you didn't really give a thought to how powerful half orcs are until this moment. And he swings you back and now you're at about 240 degrees from where you started. Almost back to where you started.
Can I continue to boogie back in the direction I meant to be in? Like, I'm very excited about what he's doing.
Give me a strength check.
Am I still next to him?
You're
Where
holding
am I?
hands.
Like,
You're
am
holding
I-
hands with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just swung me.
So like you're this is you, this is him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and I just
So
went.
you basically went like this. This is you, or this is you, and then
Oh my God.
he grabbed your hand like that,
Yeah.
and then swung you like this. So you're almost back to where you started. You're like right here.
Yeah. So can I
It's hard to
just?
show on this, but yeah.
I understand what you mean. Can I just attempt to do the other thing that I was doing? Just like try to. I'm holding hands with him, and try to get him to swing me back the other way.
Sure, yeah. So you can either you can do this one of two ways. You can either do it by performance, or you can do it with a strength check to try to.
Oh, performance. I have a +5 in performance and a -1 in strength. So I'm gonna definitely go with
There you go.
the higher. Flawlessly
Nice.
is how I did that.
22. Yeah, you start kind of like shaking your hips, and you're kind of like doing with the like the motion of the ocean as you're kind of like moving him this way.
Yeah.
And he's kind of into it.
I'm
And he's like,
bugging.
"Oh yeah, party!" And he's kind of moving with you, and you're slowly moving back to where you wanted to be. Corwin,
Okay.
you're by the fountain. This point, you're like so worried about getting caught in this fight. You're scooting your ass onto the fountain rest, where the pavers kind of come up and make the the little puddle for the fountain water. And you're kind of scooting
Okay.
along as you're trying to avoid this mess of a fight. People are starting to get dangerously close to you as elbows are getting swung back, and you can kind of see them. It's like coming like this close to your face as elbows are swinging from this fight. You want to keep scooting?
Yeah, shimmy.
Give me a dexterity.
And I'm gonna dance battle with an orc, and you're just trying not to get hit over there.
16.
16. Yeah, you shimmy across this fountain just fine. You get around the other side. You're starting to get away from the fight, and you come to a clearing. As you come to that clearing, you kind of find an opening that leads to the original roadway back to the old man's house.
Alright, and I sit there and wait.
All right, just saying here. Okay. Now we have Orbweeb. You are shimming your way through this crowd. You're coming towards the end. Give me a final dexterity check to make it the rest of the way.
Woohoo! Come on, dexterity.
Come on, next.
7.
All right.
7. Okay. You're kind of coming to a standstill, and you're just struggling to find a way through this, and suddenly you just hear like a boom, 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 and you kind of like
Like
look-
behind me?
Yeah, like you turn around and you see what seems to be a half-orc and Demointhus dancing, except the dancing has evolved into the half-orc kind of picking up Demointhus and slamming him back down and jumping with it, so they're going boom, 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 as they're just kind of like jumping through this crowd together. See, Demointhus looks like he's trying to put on a brave face, but is also terrified at the same time.
And that's coming after me.
That's coming straight towards you, yes.
Oh, fuck no. I am pushing my way through those people.
You want a strength?
Hey.
Dog, I can't help you. Yeah, I'll roll a strength. It ain't gonna be good, though. Ayo!
18.
Even
So-
with a
Hey.
-1, I still got an 18.
Or you
Not
kind of
bad.
you turned and you see what's happening and you're like, oh hell no, and you straight up just punch the first person in your way, and They go
That's
down
not
the
what I wanted
ground,
to do.
and you start just shoveling through everybody, and you start to say, "Get out of the way!" They're getting closer and closer to you. You start actually making your own path through these people, and you're watching
No.
the people you're hitting with your elbows and getting past. You're starting to make a stream of fighting because they think they're getting hit by other people.
You're
So there's a stream of fights
Fantastic.
happening to each of your parallels, while this half orc and Des Moines are right behind you, so going kaboom, kaboom, kaboom.
it sounds like I'm going in the right direction, so that's good.
You also
you're
can
getting there.
see Orb Weeb as you look back, and you're still trying to keep ahead of them. You kind of look down, and you see what looks to be Flanagan army crawling almost between the half-orc's legs, staying just behind and trying to stay behind the path they're making as he's crawling. And he seems to be a little battered. His wings are very tightly folded, and he also looks terrified.
Damn.
I'm gonna keep a mental note of that next time so I can try that.
Just power
said-
swinging it through everyone.
You actively hurt people to not help me.
I'm trying to save myself out here. That
trying to-
shit's scary.
Punching bitches.
Corwin, you're kind of come to the clearing. You're looking down the road, and the sun's starting to rise, and you can see some of the fighting crowd is starting to calm down. But as they're calming down, you can hear what sounds like a new crowd breaking out in a fight. And you look back to the left, and you see what looks to be the once partying, happy, bustling crowd is starting to erupt in combat. And people are punching each other. You see what looks to be a half-orc occasionally jumping up, and you can see his head bouncing in the crowd. And then you can see what looks to be Des Moines' horns barely reaching the top of the crowd and going back down.
I don't like this. I have nothing I can help you with. I'm sorry.
Mointus only has one horn.
Oh, yeah, sorry, the one horn. The one's sawed off, right? Or
Horn.
broken off?
Yeah.
Or is it just one?
Yeah.
It's one.
No, it's like one's broken
unicorn?
off and then
One's broken off. Okay.
No.
I had a feeling, but I didn't want to be wrong. And in trying to not be wrong,
I thought it was
I was
just like
wrong.
I have just one horn and it's I grew up. I fucked up. I'm a little
Des Moines, this is a unicorn.
misshapen.
Just so you're kind of
You'll
watching.
just wait there for the chaos to come.
Okay, you're kind of sitting out in the opening. You're just watching the chaos break out, and you start to get curious where a Flanagan is, but you don't see him. Or you start to get to the last person, and you see he's backing up like you're about to punch him too, and he goes to swing at you.
Oh, can I just
Duck.
scream? Please don't.
How about you don't?
Okay, hold on.
With a performance because I'm in true fear.
Give me a performance check, sure.
A nat 20.
Jesus
23.
Oh
Christ.
shit!
So
I said, please don't!
you see, he's
With so
terrified
much-
as you're getting closer and closer to him. And he looks like just like an older merchant, like probably in his 50s, human. And he raises his fist and he goes to swing. You're like, please don't. And he's like, just don't hurt me. And he covers his eyes and he waits for the impact.
I'll just say, I won't, and then I'm gonna just go past him.
Do you want to just like dexterity past him or strength past him?
Yeah.
Dexterity?
No,
Give me-
dexterity past him.
Give me a
Yeah.
dexterity check.
Dex always.
7.
7. So you go to get past him, and you kind of just bump into his shoulder, and you kind of back up a little bit, like he's still blocking your path. And he's like, "Just make it quick. Just do it. Just do it." He's still
I'm like, I
covering
just
his-
need to get past you.
He's
Like,
so
you just move
petrified
over.
in fear, he is not moving. He looks like he doesn't belong here.
I'm gonna start crying.
You just start crying. Okay.
I'm gonna cry with him.
So Orweeb, you're trying to get past this older man. He's covering his eyes. He keeps saying, "Please make it quick, make it quick." And Orweeb, you just break out in tears, and you start just bawling in front of him, while the half-orc and Demointhus are just jumping towards you with ferocious might.
I'm so fucking scared right now.
Demointhus, give me a strength check to keep your composure while he's swinging you up and
Can I
down.
do
To
a
pounce my
torment?
ass, that's the fuck he's gonna do.
At this point, he's into your rhythm, so it's not really performance, but he's starting to get too excited while he kind of forgets how powerful he is. A 9.
I know. I just didn't want to roll a strength.
Okay. You're starting to lose your balance as he starts kind of flinging you up and your feet kick out. And at this point, you've lost your stance, and he goes to swing you back down, not with the intent to hurt you, but he swings you down. Give me a strength savings throw or a dexterity savings throw as you plummet to the ground. 8. You slam into the ground when he's getting a little bit too excited. 2. You take 2 damage as he just goes.
Can I yell to him and be like, "Hey, bad party, party bad"?
You look up as you
Ow.
smack into the concrete, and the concrete actually, the pavers crack somewhat underneath your chest, and you can see the cracking form when you slam into the pavers. And you say, "Hey, bad party, bad party." And he looks down and
Ow.
lets go of your hands, and he says, "Are you okay?"
I'm gonna look up and go, "Ow!"
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He holds his hands out to go and pick you up again.
Okay, I'll pick him. I like this guy. I think we should keep him around. I don't know. He's a nice guy.
He goes, he
like
grabs
him.
your hands and he lifts you back up and he kind of gently places you. And he almost seems like he's patting you down, but more like an intent to just kind of get the dust off you. He's like, "I'm sorry."
Can I ask him his name?
You ask him his name and he looks back and goes, "Me Grok."
I want him.
We can't adopt every NPC we come across.
We can't keep Brock.
You actually, hold on a second. Whoops.
I want Croc.
Everybody gets one. All right.
Hey,
Everybody gets
Steve
only
made
everybody gets one.
This is my beholder.
So you're watching as
Okay.
this guy who's like just enraged in combat. He's a skinnier dude. Seems like he's almost. It seems like he might have taken something during this bout, and now he's just so much adrenaline. He's swinging for anyone, and he goes to swing at you, and you watch as his fist comes up to hit you. Grok looks over and just goes, whoosh, and this guy goes flying backwards into the crowd and just goes boosh and knocks over like 4 people. And he goes, "I'm sorry."
I'm gonna look at Grok and go, "Party!"
"Party!"
Did I see that
And he
happen?
jumps up and starts just slamming into the concrete, and it's actually shaking the pavers beneath you as the
Can I
pavers
look
kind of
at
start
him and be-
actually de-cementing from the ground and starting to break beneath both your guys' feet.
I love him. Can I ask him? Can you take me out?
He looks at his fists and
Out.
he goes, "Take you out?"
No. Walk out. Big crowd.
He looks behind you and he just sees the little old man in his 50s and he goes, "Grok, help!" And he walks over and he looks dead down at Orbweeb and he goes, "Move!" And you see
I
this
move.
half
Move, bitch.
No questions asked. That motherfucker's
I'm like,
scary.
"Move."
Orweeb, you kind of just get out of his way as you look up to him and he walks up to the older man and he goes, "Move!" And the older man just says, "Make it quick, make it quick, make it quick." And Grok says, "Okay." He actually doesn't hit him. He goes to hit him, and he goes to
Okay.
karate chop him, and he misses the old man, slams into the concrete, and the old man still just
Oh
going,
my
"Make
God.
it quick, please, please."
I'm gonna pull the old man out of the way. I am now in charge
Like,
of this old
get-
man. I'm just gonna get him out.
Give me a strength check to just yank him out of the way.
He
6.
just fucking moved.
Jesus Christ. Corwin, you're watching as this half-orc and Demointhus and Orweeb seem to be blocked in the pathway by some people and mainly an older gentleman blocking their path and he's just covering
One
his
man
face.
is blocking us.
So it's one man and then there's a bunch of crowds next to him, but he's the clear exit out.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
You do
I'm gonna put
see
Blade
what
Ward on
looks to
myself
be
out of
a
fear.
black little like spot kind of pop out of the crowd from beneath their legs, and it's Steve. And his little tail is trailing behind him. He just kind of walks forward and turns around and sits and just looks up at the half orc talking down to the old man. Kind of waits for everybody to get out of the crowd.
Can I pick him up again real fast?
He's actually beyond where you're at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's outside the crowd now.
I'm scared.
Corwin, what would you like to do?
I'm putting Blade Ward on myself. Seeing this dude smack another guy and he's trying to karate chop people and it seemed like he's following Des Moines. I'm like, no!
All right, you put on Blade Ward on yourself. Des Moines and or Weeb, what would you two like to do? You see Grok is raising his hand back up, like he's getting ready to hit him again.
Look at Grok. I'm gonna look at Grok and be like, move him gently. Move.
He looks at you and he looks at the older man. He goes, move! And he takes his palm and just goes to palm the guy in the face. With a nat 1. Holy shit. So he goes to... It seems like Grok has drank a little too much tonight, and he seems to have his motor skills off somewhat. And he goes to palm this old guy in the face and misses him and palms someone else next to them. And he just knocks somebody clear over and actually creates an opening in that process. Old man still freaking out. To the left, there's an opening now.
I'm running.
All right, you turn around, you take off to that opening. Or we?
Do I see Corwin?
You're still up behind this old man, so no.
Oh, do I see Des Moines run away?
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow Des Moines.
Okay, you follow Des Moines. You both leave out through the entrance. You see Grok kind of scoots through the exit he made and stands out awkwardly outside of the crowd, not really knowing what to do with himself as you guys all kind of get out together. Corwin, you finally see your allies squeeze out of the crowd, and very soon after, O'Flanagan still army crawling underneath the guys and just narrowly getting out between the older man's, not really between the older man's legs, but between the older man and the entrance that you guys made. Army crawls out.
Okay, well we meet, guys.
Oh my god.
What time is it now, roughly?
It's sunrise, about 6:30.
Alright, so the old man should be awake.
Or sorry, not sunrise. It's you guys slept. Yeah, sorry. It's about 8:45.
He should be awake.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are gonna head to the old man.
Yes.
All right. You guys start. You guys start to turn away and walk, and you kind of hear what sounds like a whoa, as you guys slowly distance yourselves away from Grok, and Grok still just stands there awkwardly looking in the distance.
Wait, can I stop and say something to Grok?
Yeah. You turn around and you see him just stand there, and he's like,
I'm gonna look at him and just point back and be like, party!
he looks to you and he looks to the party and he looks back to you. And he just kind of shulks down and kind of just muscles his shoulders back into the crowd. And you watch as he just mows through like 4 people and just forces his way back into the crowd.
You destroyed that man.
Dude, I love that guy.
He's forever ruined.
Dude, you were Grok's long-lost lover and you didn't even...
I want to take him.
He's already back in the crowd.
No!
You told him to go away and party. Grok's gone.
You released him back to
You
the
said,
wild.
leave me alone. Go back to your party.
In Grok's language, you said, get the fuck away from me.
No! You're gonna make me go back and get Grok. I'm gonna get killed.
You guys all kind of group back together. O'Flanagan kind of dusts himself off. And you guys head to the old man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna shed one single tear for Grok.
Alright, you shed a single tear for Grok. As you pass a few houses, you kind of take a little while, you walk across the stone pavers. About 20 minutes goes by. and you start to approach the shack, and you kind of come to the wooden door that's come to a close. It seems like it's been. I mean, it just seems closed.
I'm gonna knock on it.
Okay. You knock on the door. There's no answer.
I'm gonna try to break open its door.
Jesus. Just larceny, just breaking in.
I wish I was still a rogue.
Do you want to break in?
I'm gonna try to pick its lock.
Okay.
What
Give
do I need for
me
that?
a
Sleight of hand.
yeah. Give me sleight of hand while you try to pick his lock.
14.
14. Okay. You guys are watching as Des Moines kind of leans down, and Steve kind of approaches next to Des Moines and kind of just looks up at the lock while you're just picking at it and trying to go through it. Flanagan kind of stands confidently behind you, and you guys are all kind of prepared to enter into this cabin. And with that, we will take a 10-minute break.
Ooh.
Dokey.
All right. I will be back in 10 minutes.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, so where were we? You were picking the
Pickpocketing
lock
door.
of the door. You hear a click, and the door goes ching, grrr, and it cracks open just a little bit.
Perfect. I'm gonna go in.
All right, you creak open the door some more. Do you want to just swing it open? Do you want to like carefully open it?
I'm gonna carefully open it and just say, "We have the lotus flower."
Okay.
See if I can get
You
it.
carefully open it. You go, grrr, and you kind of walk in and you go, "We have the lotus flower." And you guys all kind of start piling inside. Um, as you do, you guys all kind of come inside. Is everybody going in?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's all
I'm
go.
going in.
Sure.
Cool. Okay, so you guys all go in. You kind of pile inside. You're kind of looking around. One person give me a investigation check, where you're trying to
I'll do it.
consciously find the old man.
21. Nat 20.
21. Okay.
There you go.
I see everything.
Sweet. Okay. Just a second here. Okay. So as you kind of look around, you see towards the back there seems to be another room, and there's kind of like this almost wall. There's a walling with holes in it. It has like wooden pieces going like straps across this wall that kind of offers viewpoints into this room beyond. And in this room beyond, you can see the older man. He seems to be kind of like hunched over talking to somebody as you're trying to find him, and you just kind of hear him going, "It's coming, I promise. I'm bringing you the flower, I swear."
I'm just gonna yell, "We're in your house and we have the lotus flower. Don't
He's yelling,
panic.
"We're in your house. We have the lotus flower." And you see he quickly turns
Don't
around,
panic."
and he's like, "See, it's here. It's here." And he kind of comes over to the doorway that he has to his back room. He cracks open the door, and he kind of peeks his head out, and he's like, "You had the lotus flower?"
Yes.
And suddenly you kind of hear like a "What is that?" And the door behind you just goes boom and slams shut. And you hear a voice kind of echo through the room. Kind of like
Here, I can sense him in
Oh my
the
God.
area. He's here.
Did we come to the wrong house?
We need to get the fuck out. Is this a trap? Can I roll like something?
you start to get a
Perception?
little nervous, and Flanagan kind of chimes in. Give me a moment here.
Yeah, we got a little nervous.
What the hell does he mean by he's here? What does that mean? He kind of
Flanagan kind of looks over to Corwin, and he's kind of like,
Oh, it's fucking Corwin.
he looks over to Des Moines. You?
I'm gonna point at Corwin and be like, he had that fucking thing going on.
Oh, yeah, not everything's my fault.
Look, man.
Um,
Could
I
be.
will.
the old man kind of shimmies out of the doorway and he closes it behind him. And he goes, "It's okay, honey. It's okay." And he turns around and he's like, "Do you have the flower?"
No.
"You don't have the flower? You said you were bringing
No.
the flower."
Hey, where did that? Who's there? Is there someone else here?
That's you see, you can see he looks panicked, like he's terrified. He's his eyes are darting around the room, like he's like trying to see if someone's gonna pop up. And you see a bead of sweat kind of starts to roll down his face, and he's like, "No, just my wife, just my wife. I just need the flower."
Can I use persuasion to ask this guy what's really going on?
Blink twice if you're in danger.
Sure.
For
Give me a
real.
persuasion check,
to try to
and then
persuade him.
give me a persuasion check, and then describe how you want to say it.
Okay. I got a 19.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask him, like, look, if you're in danger, you can just tell us. Like, is something going on here? And
He kind of looks to you and he goes, "It's just my wife." He's looking you dead in the eyes.
I'm gonna, like, look back at Orpweeb and Corwin, like, did we, Flanagan, did we all see that?
Uh-huh.
I can sense another magic. It's agent. It's platinum. There's a platinum egg in this room.
Oh my god,
Let's
can
see.
we just drop the lotus flower and run?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you feel about
Can
that?
we get the door open first?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
fuck, we have
Orweeb,
to
you
go
turn
first.
around, you quickly grab the door, and you go to turn the knob, and it's almost like it's frozen shut. It's hot to the touch. Your hands singe upon touching it.
I'm going to take my bag off and then reach in and pull out I think I have a crowbar. Yeah.
Or-
I'm
You pull
gonna
out a
pull
crowbar?
out my crowbar, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna try and put it into the jam and try and pop the door open.
You go to slam your crowbar into the edge of the door. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
A saving throw, not a check.
Saving throw.
Shit.
You go watch as Corwin
Four.
slams his crowbar into the edge of this door. This like green magic energy shoots out at him, and he goes flying across the room and slams into the wall and hits the ground. Corwin, you do take some
Oh,
blunt
cool.
damage.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, good thing I have Blade Ward on. Haha.
Good thing I
2
have-
blunt damage.
Okay.
That's not bad.
You guys watch Corwin flies across the room and slams into the wall, and you can see Flanagan starts darting his eyes across the room, trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Where is the egg? Drop the egg.
All we have is a flower. That's all we came here to do.
Lies.
I'm
You
gonna
lied to me.
Well, you locked me in a house against my will.
You're all consciously
This is
trying to look
kidnapping.
around the room, trying to see where this is coming from, and it's like the voice echoes around the room.
I'm gonna ask the old man what's happening.
The old man seems to be just shutting down. He's like dripping in sweat. He's staring at the floor. He's shaking so bad his hands are doing this. He is completely just unavailable. He's shutting down from his anxiety.
Is there any way that I could use thaumaturgy to unlock this door?
Come on, Mama Turkey.
You can
Mom turkey.
you can try to cast
Mama
Mama
Turkey.
Turkey on the door and see what happens.
I cast Mama Turkey. Hold on. I will be casting Mama Turkey. Because I know this is probably just magic, but one of the things it can do is instantaneously cause an unlocked door oh, fuck me, never mind. I just reread it. I can't do that.
Okay.
Mama turkey.
You
Ow.
brought me a platinum dragon egg, old man, and you brought a chosen one. Ooh, he has been touched by the chosen one. His power radiates through him.
Oh, Flanagan kind of starts
gonna-
to shimmy toward, like, kind of like in the way between most of you guys for what he can, and the old man, as the old man's still shutting down and violently shaking. What do you guys want to do?
Cry again? Fuck if I know.
Look at
the-
Hold on a
I'm gonna
second.
put blade board back on. That's a cantrip. I just keep doing that shit.
Yeah. So, can we enter the room where his wife is?
No.
door
I
shut
mean, you can
behind us,
try, but the
right?
door's shut behind him. As if Flanagan's kind of looking back to you guys, and he looks at Demointhus, and you see he just kind of mouths the words. He looks to you, and he just goes, "You need to run right now." And it's right when he says that, this like giant blast of energy shoots directly out of Flanagan, and you watch as he gets just slammed. He flies into the wall. He just the wall collapses as he flies through it. He flies across the street and slams into a house across the street. Now there's an entryway that has been opened for an exit. out of
Oh,
this
my
house.
ass
So
is
we
going
run.
right through it.
Yep.
I'm
Right
running.
into that.
Can we orb weep?
What's
Can
up?
I'm gonna yell at orb weep to throw the lotus flower out.
Okay,
Well,
I'll do that. I'll just grab the lotus flower, very specifically the lotus flower, and just throw it behind me while I'm running.
and I'm
Okay.
gonna run with her.
You go to bolt out of the this house, and you can, as you're running out, you see Flanagan seems to be unconscious against this brick house behind you guys, and you throw the flower behind you, and you bolt outside. Corwin, what are you doing?
What's the old man doing?
The old man is still just kind of standing there, and he's violently shaking worse and worse. And you kind of see this green energy starting to wrap around his legs. And he kind of goes, "I did everything you said. You said you wouldn't do this again." And you watch as this green energy starts to wrap around him. And this metal armor seems to form around his body. And he says, "I don't want to go back there again." And this armor forms around him. And his helmet comes over his head. And his eyes turn purple. And the smoky kind of ashy radiation is pouring from this helmet.
I'm going to, as I'm running away, cast Hex on him.
You cast Hex on him.
Yeah, he's going to have disadvantage on any ability checks, and he will continuously take damage. And it deals one extra d6 necrotic damage to him. Cool. Yeah, so he just... I'll have to roll for it.
Yep.
Fucking stupid. Alright.
Roll good.
Roll good.
Old man's gonna kill us. No pressure.
Did it
Music's
show up?
picking up.
It didn't pick up.
I feel like this
Cast.
happened last time when we tried to switch to.
Right?
Same thing. Corbin, roll again. Really good.
You just click the cast button, right?
Yep.
It's supposed to
Yeah.
cast.
I'm gonna have to do it for you.
Yeah, go ahead and hop on my sheet. They should curse on a creature that you see within range until the spell ends. You deal 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Oh, so whenever it gets hit additional, that's when it takes damage. The hex goes onto it, but it's only when
Okay.
additional damage.
So it's not an immediate
So-
roll.
Right, whenever damage is done to it, that's when the whatever damage is done plus a 1d6.
All right. So
Sorry, I
Demortis
misread
and Orb Weeb, you both take out running out the door, and Corwin brings back his arms and shoots them forward, and this like green mist latches onto this armored knight and starts wrapping around him and seeps into his body, and he kind of swings his arms outward as he gives out a giant roar, and this sword just kind of manifests into his hands, and he slams it on the ground, and the concrete just cracks and breaks beneath his blade. Corwin, I assume you're following out the door afterward.
Yeah, and while leaving, I'm gonna throw an Eldritch Blast in his face.
Okay. You run out the door and you go to turn and you throw an Eldritch Blast. Give me a roll.
15.
15 to hit. You don't hit. You
Damn.
watch as this Eldritch Blast seems to just disappears as it gets closer and closer to him. You run out the
You
door.
remember when I said we?
What?
Remember when I said we just leave the old man alone? Does anyone remember when I said that?
Yes, and then we wanted to go pick flowers in the woods.
All right. I'm
That-
just putting
that
that's
sounded
it.
I'm just
That's
trying
all.
to be a good person. I'm just trying to be a good person, guys. Come on.
Yep. All right. Yep. Continue.
You all kind of make your way this far out, basically,
Okay.
towards O'Flanagan. Steve following suit. And you see Steve seems to be just hauling ass, getting ready to climb the top of this little tower right here. And just as he does, a bunch of this like green smoke right at the entrance of this house right here begins to form, and these beings rise from the ground beneath. And they kind of, some seem to
Oh, what
climb
the
out of it,
hell?
others seem to just manifest from this green smoke as they all come into apparition.
All right. No.
Cops show up.
Oh fuck! What you gonna do? They coming for you. Oh, that's a lot of them. Put one back.
Put one back. Put one back.
Put it back. Put
Come
it
on.
Don't care
Put it
which
back.
one, just one of them.
any of them, really? Yeah, just
Probably
them
that
back
dude
in the-
summoning a bunch of them. Put him back.
You watch
Put
as
it
they
back.
kind of summon out of the ground. This one that's wearing this green hood with this scythe. He raises his hands, and this like trickling energy falls from his fingertips, and skeletons burst from the pavered cement and start crawling out as well. You see, watch as Steve is actually already up here on top of that roof.
yeah, that's fair. Do what you gotta do, Steve.
He's hauling ass. O'Flanagan is still up against the wall, passed out.
Oh wow. How far away am I from them? 10,
You're about 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away from the nearest one.
Okay. Can I walk 10 feet and cast Earth Tremor?
Yeah,
Or do we
so
have
you
to
walk
do
5, 10 feet.
Oh, other
You
way.
turn. Oh, you want to walk
Toward-
towards them?
Yeah, I have to be within 10 feet of them.
Okay, so you want to go 5, 10 feet like that?
Yeah, so I'm not within.
You watch as you
And
kind
then
of slowly
cast.
start to approach, and you're bringing your hands up, and this energy is wrapping around your fingertips as you're getting ready to cast it. And you see this armored man with the green cloak that came from the ground. He has his war axe, and he slams it in the ground. He goes, "Face me."
Ah!
No.
No. Alright. I'm gonna Earth Tremor him.
Earth Tremor.
Let
Okay,
me
go
see
ahead and
what
cast
that-
it.
Yep, so I casted it. That's each creature other than you in that area must take a dexterity savings throw. On a failed save, a creature must take 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
Okay, just a second here. $12.
Fail.
Fail. So you watch, go ahead and dish out the damage. You bring your hands up, and you bring them forward, and he has his axe, and he's raising it to face you. And the tremor just shocks his feet, and he begins to lose his balance, and he stumbles down, slamming his war axe into the ground, trying to get his stance back up as he's trying to pick himself back up. How much damage? 5.
He's 5 damage, and he is knocked prone.
Knocked prone. Okay, he starts to lay back.
Yeah,
He's trying to get himself back up with his war axe after the tremor kind of passes through him. You guys all start picking up pace. Or Weeb, where are you going?
Oh. Can I run over to O'Flanagan and try to wake him up?
Yeah, you run over to O'Flanagan and they start closing in. Give me a dexterity savings throw.
You want a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Yes.
Six.
You run over to Flanagan and you kind of stop short of him, and suddenly this blast of fire just goes and just begins to catch the ground beneath you. You take 2 damage as the flames catch around your feet and you bend the light.
I hate that.
Valid.
Get out of here while you can.
You see O'Flanagan's trying to pick himself back up, and he's looking to Orbweave, telling her to run. Corwin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start backing up. As I do that, the dude who's Demointis knocked prone, I'm gonna try and shoot an Eldritch Blast at him as I'm backing up.
Okay, give me the attack roll.
17.
17 hits.
Thank God.
Big damage. Well, kind of. 5.
5 damage. Okay.
I hit him with 5 too, so
Yeah, that's a nice total of 10.
double digits.
Was that the guy that was hexed?
No.
No.
Damn it.
The one that was hexed is this fella right here.
Okay.
Okay, so Corwin, you cast your energy, not your energy blast, yeah, Eldritch Blast, and you watch as it slams into his armor as he's still trying to pick himself up and goes, Gah! He slams his back down, still trying to get back up. They start all preparing to attack as they start closing in with their monstrosities, and this purple energy seems to rise above this floating being with seems to be purple flames above her head. She raises her arms, and this purple energy starts to form. And she swings it down towards all of you. All 3 of you give me dexterity saving throws.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, 19.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to write notes. I'm rolling right now. 17.
17. Okay,
Y'all are
so
good.
Orbweeb and Corwin are taking half damage.
Oh, what kind of damage is this?
This is magical damage.
Fuck.
Magical
Alright.
damage.
Round down for the halfies. 2 damage to the ones who passed. 5 damage to Demointis. This purple energy comes down and slams into the earth, and you all feel like you're getting singed by some kind of like this. It feels hot, but at the same time it feels cold, as it seems to freeze and singe you at the same time. And you're watching as this being is floating up into the skies. Her blackened clothing, all you can see is her whitened eyes and her purple flames as she's bringing up her arms again, making another one. And Corwin just keeps struggling to look back up to you. And he screams out as he's trying to
Get to the eastern gate now! He starts to
pick himself back up as he's trying to get himself ready to fight. Another one comes forward, the one that was hexed. And you see he starts beelining for Orbweave, carrying his blade behind him. Orbweave, you turn around, and you see this giant behemoth blade swing up, and it goes to swing down at you. You have an attack of opportunity, and you can react.
I would like to react by just straight up dodging that if possible.
Yeah, give me a dexterity check.
13.
13?
Alright.
18.
18.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So you
That's
watch.
important.
You watch that was once the old man, now covered in armor and his purple radiating eyes. He brings up his helmet, and you can almost see the eyes look mournful and sad. But the blade comes up, and he goes to swing down, and he kind of dodges to the side, and you watch this blade clash into the pavers like next to you, and they cleave straight through the pavers in one swing, destroying the concrete next to you.
All right, and then as my action, I would like to run.
Where do you want to go?
Away from that guy. Can I go like up and then to the right?
So you want to go?
Kind of like in that around the corner.
You want to go this way?
Yeah.
All right. What's your movement speed?
And then 30. I'll go as far as I can.
Okay. As you kind of beeline away from this guy, he's swinging his sword wildly. You're running around this tower, and you see Steve is actually on top of the tower, and he seems to be looking down at you all as this fight's all breaking out, as he's starting to calm down somewhat. This one gets towards Des Moines and Corwin, and you guys are watching these skeletons are rising around you. And they all come up with these decayed swords, and they're getting ready to attack you. What do you both want to do?
Run.
Okay,
I would like to run.
Des Moines is running. Des Moines, what's your movement speed?
My movement speed is 30. I want to go the same direction as Orb Weave as far as I can go.
Okay, you get right there. Corwin, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go up to where they're at too and turn around and try and shoot that dude with an Eldritch Blast.
Is that a cantrip?
It is.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a
Nice.
good cantrip.
Corwin,
man.
you book it away, and you're watching the Reaper seems to get increasingly upset at the fact that you guys are getting away. And he starts swinging his scythe, and as he's swinging his scythe, this, like, also a green energy begins to swirl into a tornado-like fashion. And he keeps swirling his scythe as he's creating this tornado magic, and he's getting ready to unleash it upon you. You turn around, you swing your arm forward, and as you thrust an Eldritch Blast towards him. Give me some rolls.
16.
16 to hit.
Come on, big damage.
Damage.
8 damage.
Nice. 8 damage.
You thrust your arm forward, and you watch Eldritch Blast leap from your hand. And as he's swinging his tornado, he looks at this Eldritch Blast, and as it approaches him, it just goes and dissipates right before his face. As he keeps swinging his scythe in the air.
Name.
Lame.
I'm running.
Okay.
He said that was it.
Let's see. This guy gets back up. You see this one. Whoops. This one's floating higher and higher into the air. Flanagan's actually starting to come upright. He turns and he sees all these monstrosities rushing towards him, and he looks back to you guys. What do you guys want to do? Keep moving.
I'm gonna yell at him to run with us.
You call back and you go, "Run!"
I'm gonna keep running.
Where do you want to go?
30. As far as I can go.
Yeah, oh, I would also like to continue. Yeah, I'm just yelling back at him as I'm going. So I want to just
This
be
is
like,
not a
"Run
battle
with
I
me."
can win.
Yeah, no. I have
No.
17 hit points.
All right, which direction are you going, Des Moines?
Up.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, up.
5, 10, 15. You're met to a brick wall that kind of blocks the path upward. You go to move forward. 10. You start to meet some stone pavers ahead of you.
Oh. Okay.
Or what are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm running with Des Moines.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Corwin?
yeah, I'm running.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I'm gonna listen to
30.
O'Flanagan.
Okay, O'Flanagan goes to
Oh no,
bolt.
my boy.
My boy. Okay.
Father, help.
As you guys are, Father, help. Oh, Flanagan turns and he goes to run with you guys, and as he does, you watch as the purple cloud this floating being was making slams down. While Flanagan reaches out, and you watch as the energy just blocks his path, and you guys cannot see Flanagan any longer.
Oh fuck, man.
Oh no.
It's a cloud about this big, blocks your entire path, and you can no longer see what's happening in here.
Fuck. I'm gonna keep going. I'm
Yep,
sorry.
but
Yeah, we don't have much of a choice.
We'll die.
Where did Steve go?
Steve.
Steve's doing his job and getting away.
Yep, okay. Steve bolted. He's somewhere. Alright. We'll see if he survives
Sure.
this. Alright. We are
Don't
now...
kill our cat.
Corwin, what are you doing? Moving forward?
Yeah, I'm fucking running. If I had an area effect, I'd use it, but I don't.
You guys are all moving forward?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. You come to an alleyway, and this brick house is blocking the path forward, and you can go around this tower through the alleyway, or whichever way you're kind of feeling.
Yeah, go down the alleyway.
Down the alleyway, yeah.
Try and keep walls next to us. Make it a little bit easier for cover.
You're all kind of shimmying next to each other as you're squeezing through the alleyway. And you're coming to another entrance to a pathway in the city. As you kind of turn this corner, you see skeletons begin to arise right here from the familiar Reaper.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
How about now?
You come around the corner and you come to a blazing stop, almost comical as your feet slide against the pavers, and you see he's blocking your path, and he raises his hands and 4 skeletons rise next to him, and he just shakes his head as he raises his staff and he starts creating this green world-like tornado right above his head.
No thanks.
Guess while he's doing that, we can run. Just keep running down while he's concentrating on that spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running. Non-stop.
It's a good plan. I'm gonna follow.
Bro, what happened to Steve? Okay,
He's fucking up. Have you checked the
He
void?
dipped.
okay, no, he's not in the
Steve is
void.
a planeswalker, and he blipped, and then he
Yeah, he
dimension.
flipped. Okay, which direction you guys want to go?
South.
He said, I don't feel so good.
5, 10. You're blocked by a building.
Oh, man.
Can we run past
we-
the Grim Reaper?
He's
Yeah, sure.
concentrated on that spell. He can try.
5,
Yeah.
10. And I bring you forward. Yeah. Fucker. It's trying to blip you.
I'll
Another
blip.
blip. Alright.
That sounds
Pussy.
great.
That sounds better than the position I'm in right now.
It's better than the
Yeah, I want to be
position
where
you're in
Steve
right
is.
now. What the hell? There we go. Okay. You go to run past this Reaper, and as he does, he slams his scythe down on the ground, and this green tornado-like whirlwind slams down with him. You guys can feel this really powerful energy starting to drag you towards his gravitational center. Each one of you give me dexterity saving throws.
Fuck. 8.
Oh, shit. Lucky number 17.
17.
Nice.
16.
That's pretty good.
All right. So
Hopefully good enough.
you're both running past his sides, and then suddenly, as you are, you hear "Whoa!" And Corwin starts getting picked up and sucked up into the sky. And you start to not be able to see where Corwin's going,
Corwin!
as this green
Corwin!
whirlwind is kind of sucking him into the sky.
Oh my god.
How inconvenient.
You say that as you're spinning away
As
in
you're,
the sky.
how inconvenient.
How
As you run past this Reaper-like figure, he yells, "Give us the egg!"
No! I'm gonna keep running.
Corwin, you get flung to the sky, and you're watching as you have no control of your aerial trajectory. You get flung outward, and you go crashing onto this rooftop over here. Give me a dexterity savings throw to try to land.
Okay.
What the fuck?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you see watch as you're plumbing down towards this building, and you get ready to roll. You don't take any damage, you're a little battered, but you roll into the crash landing, and you grab onto the shingles of the roof, and you look down, and you can see your allies running alongside this building path. And the,
Did we see where he went?
No.
Okay.
As you're running, you go see the skeletons pursue after them. Demointis, give me a dexterity check.
$16?
No idea what that rolled. Just a second. Yeah, 16.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 11 to hit. You see this decayed sword swings past your head, and you kind of, almost like it shaves off a few hairs, and it swings past, and you see a skeleton's beelining for you, running after you across the ground. The Reaper kind of seems to be staying back, as he seems to be bringing up his scythe again, trying to bring back this magical energy. Or Weeb, what are you doing?
Running.
He keeps trying to send you into the fucking void, dude. Okay.
Good.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You see some skeletons are still pursuing you as you're running down into this open market.
Fuck those skeletons.
Corwin, you're watching as Demointis is barely outrunning one of these skeletons, is swinging his sword at Demointis. You're on this rooftop. What do you want to do?
Get fucked by Eldritch Blast, bitch. With
Yeah.
a 21.
All right.
Okay, 21. You, Corwin, you bring up your hand and you shoot down an Eldritch Blast, and you watch as it flies down towards the skeleton. The skeleton goes to bring its sword back to Demointis and looks towards this Eldritch Blast as it collides into its head. Give me damage.
1,000,000.
1 million damage.
4 damage.
Great.
You watch
Yeah.
as its Eldritch Blast collides into the skeleton, and his head goes flying off his neck, and he just
Ugh.
tumbles and crumbles to the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay. You're running along this rooftop, and suddenly another being appears ahead of you. I gotta zoom out of this bitch. Or it just disappears.
Damn.
Yeah, they keep voiding, dude. What the fuck? Oh, it's right here. No. Give me my figure. Thank you. Okay.
Give me.
As you're running along the rooftop, you hear a voice come out from behind you, and he just goes, "Why are you running? We can't harm you too badly." And you can feel a magic aura from behind.
The fuck you can't.
Fuck you,
You
man.
come towards the edge of this rooftop, And the only way you have is down. If it keeps floating like this, dude, I'm gonna lose
Damn.
it.
I just
Son of
watched
a-
everything disappear. We're all gone.
Jesus
You did say the only
Christ.
way is down. I mean down through the planes of existence.
You went through the ether? Okay.
Joke's on you.
You died.
All right. So, you come to the edge of this roof and the edge of the shingles, and you're looking down towards the shopping center as Demointis and or Weeb are heading this shopping area. What do you want to do?
I'm going to, as he pops up, I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast, and then with a bonus action, use Expeditious Retreat to blip down to the floor below.
Okay.
Pretty expeditiously.
So you go to cast
Yes.
Eldritch Blast, and as you do, you see he kind of cocks his head, and he also brings his hand forward, and he also casts an Eldritch Blast, and they go to collide.
Oh shit.
Give me
Oh, shit.
your Eldritch Blast damage.
Oh, damage?
Yep.
Sounds like a
Ignore
little-
that. 7.
Okay, just a second. Yeah, 19.
Damn.
It's off your sheet too. He brings his hand forward, and the Eldritch Blast collides into yours and just completely dissipates it. And as you go to do your retreat, the Eldritch Blast collides into you, and it sends you flying off the roof. Give me a Dexterity saving throw as you collide down into this market bench down here.
Oh, I got hurt. 4.
4. Or we've been Des Moines this. You're kind of running to this open area, and you hear kaboosh, and you watch as Corwin goes flying down from this rooftop and just slams into this market stand, destroying it
Oh my
upon
God.
impact. Corwin, you take 5 damage.
I need a
Ooh.
band-aid.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
You watch as he wipes out, and this market stand just collapses.
It's just a flesh wound.
Just
It's alright.
Got shards of wood stuck in me. Just hit by the flesh wound.
You have like half a leg left.
Okay. You watch as this being kind of towers over Corwin from this rooftop, and he just goes, "Stop running!" And you both
Yeah,
look
my bad.
up, and you
Oh.
see this monstrous creature that he seems to be of just another world. Even he's something that you have never seen, almost something drawn from your worst nightmares. He has horns coming out of his head, decaying looking skin, almost like he's constantly bleeding. He's carrying this staff that has skeleton heads, constantly acting like they're almost like they're just opening their jaw repeatedly, just going clenching over and over again. And in his hand, he's holding a skull that's floating, and there's green flames coming from the skull. And he goes, "Stop running!" What do you guys want to do?
No.
Run.
Run.
Not going to listen to him and run.
Okay. Can I want to actually do something, but I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So what is considered a beast? Like, what do you consider a beast?
I can tell you right now, nobody here is a beast. If that answers your
No, I
question.
know that, but like, would you consider like Steve a beast?
No. I mean, kind of, if you're trying to tame, but like as far as attacks and stuff, he'd be more of just an animal. A beast would be like
Non-domestic.
non-domesticatable. I'm trying to think of a good example. And dragons are monstrous.
Do you want me to just look it up?
I mean, it would be things like tigers, you know. If it can be domesticated, it's not a beast.
Okay. Would you consider like my roach a beast?
Well, he's
Sure.
tamed.
Sure. Because it's not commonly tameable.
Fantastic. I'm gonna yell, "Nobody follow me," and then run up or north or whatever.
Okay. You guys hear Orweeb call out, "Nobody follow me!" And Orweeb just takes off to the north.
And then I'm going to go in between those houses to the left.
Dude, my God, bro. This fucking map, dude. Holy shit. It is not like your figure.
Fuck you, map.
Stop doing that shit, bro. Jesus. It's like every time I move you. I wonder if I have to just... Nope, it doesn't work either. Fucker. Okay, where do you want to go?
In between those houses to the left.
These ones?
Hey, my dad just texted me and said he has bad news and I need to call him.
Okay. We can take a break.
We might
Hold
need
on.
to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't
Let's take
mind.
a 15-minute break.
Okay. Okay. Be back.
All right. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
Back in 15.
I fixed the map. That's what happened. Move. All right. This is where you guys are. So, Orweeb takes off in a direction. Corwin, you're kind of like grabbing at the broken pieces of lumber around you as you crash into the market stand, and you see this being on this rooftop staring down at you, menacingly. What do you want to do? I gotta change
You
the
know what I'm gonna
playlist.
do.
Eldritch
Shoot that
Blast.
bitch in the face.
All right, as you're laying,
Fuck you.
as you're laying down on the ground, you prepare to launch Eldritch Blast. Give me a roll.
20.
Got a fucking 20. Nice. All right, just a second here.
Dude threw me off a roof. I'm a little upset.
You threw me off a roof. I'm a little upset. Okay. You got a 20. You summon an Eldritch Blast and you throw it forward, and you watch as he kind of gives off like somewhat of a chuckle, and then he shoots off his Eldritch Blast back at you, meeting Eldritch Blast combination again. Give me a damage.
Ooh, that's a good one. 12.
7. Okay, so your Eldritch Blast flies in, and you watch as yours is like a purple-like energy, his is a green-like energy. They slam into each other, and yours overwhelms him, and you watch as your Eldritch Blast collides into him, and it's just smoke goes, and he kind of disappears from your view as the smoke starts to clear out. Almost like you assume it just blasted him backwards out of your viewpoint. Demointhus, you are in the center of this little shopping area where Corwin crashed down. What do you want to do?
I want to heal Corin.
He's about 20
Can
feet
I-
away from you. Do you have a distance one, or do you have to touch him?
Let me see what I've got. Character you touch, so I have to go to him.
Okay.
So I
You
guess I'll
got-
just walk towards Corwin.
All right. I assume you want to sprint towards him, but 5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20, yep. You run up to Corwin's side as he's laying on the ground. You see he's bringing his arm back as this like purple-like smoke is coming from his palm. He seems to be somewhat in pain as his hands start to like cramp up from previous injuries. Corwin, you're starting to suffer disadvantage from all of your Eldritch Blasts. Anything
composure
involving your
check?
hands, you're starting to suffer disadvantage.
Name.
You run up to Corwin's side as he's laying laying on the shack. You lay your hands above him, and this green-like mist just flows onto him. Go ahead and give a roll.
11.
Holy
11.
shit.
Jesus Christ.
All my wounds are healed.
You're good.
That's a good band-aid.
You lay your hands
Good
down, and you
answer.
watch as this energy seeps into Corwin, and he gets like a sigh of relief, and just as quickly, the old man turned into a knight slides down from a nearby alley and slams his sword into concrete like he's moving so fast he doesn't have control over his running. And he looks over to you guys, and you still see eyes of sorrow like he doesn't want to do this. And he raises his sword back and he begins to get ready to charge you both. Both of you give me dexterity saving throws.
Come on, dice, be nice to me. All right, 15.
15, okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. So, Demointhus, you go ahead as he's running towards you both. You both dodge it. You kind of get out of the way. Corwin, you kind of like you roll across the lumber, and it's uncomfortable, but you manage to do it fast enough to get away from this slash. Demointhus, as he's running towards you, your Nat 20 invokes attack of opportunity, and you can strike him back or do something else if you'd like. As his sword's coming to meet yours. Or to meet you.
Hit him with my longsword.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Or accuracy, you know.
Oh wait, nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. Ugh.
13. So your blade, you go to meet, your blade goes to rise up against his, and his blade slides across yours as they clash, and he slides, and it doesn't hit you. You don't hit him, and his blade goes crashing into the pavement next to you, and he looks up and he kind of growls at you as he's getting angry. Orb-weeb.
Okay.
You turn the corner.
I'm going to.
And you kind of see the man with the giant war axe slowly approaching you. Like he has a lot of confidence in what he's about to do to you. What do you want to do?
Shit. I was hoping to get away before anyone could come find me. That ruins my plan. Oh, cast animal friendship on him? I'm kidding. I don't mean that.
The power of friendship.
Power of friendship. Come on, man. Alright. Fuck. I'm gonna just grab both my daggers and pray.
Okay. You take both your daggers in hand and you just start praying to your god. What do you say?
I'm gonna I'm gonna pray for strength and
Preston, grab your monster manual.
I'm gonna pray for strength and help to defend the precious egg that I have. Pretty please. Amen.
Page 25.
Oh, a bee here. A
Ooh,
huge
okay.
monstrosity, neutral evil.
Alright, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Behir.
Thank you, Maliki. I hope.
Be here. Okay. Orb-weeb. You start to as this see like this evil looking paladin starts to approach you. You grab your daggers and suddenly this like you're praying to your gods and you're not sure where it's coming from. But suddenly you get a flashback to Zachariah when he was like it's a specific flashback is him holding his potions and he's like, you know, this is a mix of thaumaturgy and transmutation. I'll tell you what. You drink this and I'll help your friend. And you remember you took a sip, and suddenly you flash back to where you are, and you're like, uh-oh. And suddenly your arms just like burst into this this giant blue. I'm on the wrong page. That's a banshee. Okay, but here.
That's a banshee.
You suddenly
Like,
you
that's
start
pretty
growing
practically.
arms out of your sides. Your fingers turn into claws, and you feel spikes start to grow out of your back as you start to enlarge. And what should I way to show this to you?
Tell me what to look up.
It's called a BEHIR. But here.
It's like a dragon centipede.
Yep, you're like a dragon eel. You have like 10 legs. You have arms to claws, and you feel yourself entirely transformed. That's the one. Give me a intelligence check to see if you maintain your consciousness or if you submit to the beast consciousness that you are transforming into.
Oh no.
Beast consciousness. What am I rolling again? I'm sorry.
Intelligence savings throw.
Okay. $18.
18. You maintain consciousness. You suddenly burst into this giant creature. I don't think I have a way to really represent it on the map at the moment, but what I can do.
It's okay.
Let me try.
Do I still have my bag on?
This is close. As you become the creature, you actually lose your focus on your personal belongings, and you become this. You maintain your consciousness, but now your priority becomes fighting this paladin before you.
Eat that man. All right.
You have the sheet in front of you. Or just the photo?
Well, I found him on a website, and I don't know if it's going to tell me what I need to know. Alright, give me 2 seconds.
You're good. We're gonna represent the actual size here. There we go.
Alright, I have him pulled up.
Okay. So now with your new beastly power, what would you want to do?
Alright, now we're cooking with some oil. I'm gonna bite that motherfucker.
Okay, you rush forward and he grabs his axe, and you see he almost flinches for a moment, and you go to bite him. Give me a roll.
Alrighty. It's 3d10.
Well, roll to hit first,
Oh yeah,
based off his
I guess that's
stats.
an important part.
So you can just like roll a digital or your actual dice if you want, but then just apply the bonuses of the attack that it says. It should be a.
I think it says plus 10 to hit. Is that it?
That's the yep. That's the hit though. So you'll want to. I'm trying to forget to hit. Yeah, plus 10 to hit. So D20 plus 10.
Okay, that's what I thought. Roll. Roll. There we go. 18.
Isn't that? Oh yeah, 18. Okay. You do hit. Give me damage.
Alrighty.
Boy his fucking head off.
24 damage. You go to bite him and you
24
go
plus 6 piercing damage.
plus 6 piercing damage,
So
so
it's
30
actually
damage
30.
total. So you go to clench him
30
in your
damage
mouth
total
and you
now.
lift him up and you start swinging him around while he's clenched in your jaws, like a chew toy. They come back over to Corwin
Nice.
and Des Moines this, and you hear just a giant and you look over and you see this giant monstrosity swinging around this paladin. And you look over, you don't see Orweeb anywhere. Give me perception checks to see if you were able to notice Orweeb transform, or if you believe she might have been eaten.
13.
13, okay.
20.
20.
Holy
Demointhus,
shit, Annika, you're
Not-
just fucking killing it.
Non-natural.
Demointhus, you did see Orweeb transform. Corwin, you're convinced this beast devoured Orweeb and that she's dead.
Now it's just us two.
This knight, it's just us two now. This knight has a sword in the cement and he's staring daggers into Demointhus' eyes as he prepares to raise his giant blade again.
Blast him. Hit that bitch.
Right now, it's kind
I
of
need
looking
better
like
spell attacks.
it's looking like this.
Oh, dang, I could have hit him twice. That's on me for not reading this full thing, but
You'll get him next time.
I could have done that twice. Not that, but still.
I'm just gonna hit that guy with my longsword.
All right, give me an attack.
13?
Does not hit. You go to raise your longsword as he's raising his, and you come down with it, and you miss him as you're focusing a little bit too much on his giant's blade, and you just clash down on his blade. You don't hit him, but your blade meets his, and you slam his blade back into the ground as he's trying to lift it up again. As it seems to be, he struggles to wield this behemoth blade somewhat. Just as that happens, Corwin, you look up and you see this monstrosity appear back on the rooftop. And you see he's bringing his hand up and he's summoning this yellow-like energy from the skull that floats above his palm.
Fuck. Oh wait, I got hit by him, right?
Yeah.
Good, I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke on him.
Okay, use Hellish Rebuke. What does that do again?
You point your finger at a creature that damaged you, and you surround them with hellish flames, and the creature must make a dexterity savings throw.
Okay, and since you didn't cast Expeditious Retreat, you still have one pack slot left, so you do cast it.
Yep.
Let's see. What's the savings throw again?
Dex.
Dex? Okay. Dexterity savings throw. Got a 16.
Okay, so he's gonna take half damage. Be 6.
6 damage. Okay. You raise your hand, you put your hand forward and you raise it up like this, and suddenly just this like purple this purple like energy lashes out from him from within. And you see he kind of struggles. He's like seems to be like these invisible whips just keep hitting him as he's trying to raise his blade. He goes gah, gah, as he's trying to raise his behemoth blade. The creature above the on the rooftop brings up his skull above his head as this energy like yellow substance just keeps seeming to swirl and form larger and larger into an energy like ball. Demointhus, what do you want to do? Currently your blade is sitting on top of his and you're like holding down his behemoth blade from being raised.
I'm gonna continue to do that.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Can I? Yeah. I'm gonna continue to do that poorly.
8. So you're starting to struggle as he's slowly raising his blade, but you're slowing him down from raising it too far. Just then, the monster on top of the roof brings down his skull towards the ground, and this energy like blast comes slamming on top of you guys. Give me a dexterity savings throw.
Oh, that was some bullshit.
14.
Got a 6.
14 and a 6.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can use that. That's cool looking. If it would actually fucking fuck. Yeah.
Cool.
If it would actually. Alright, whatever. Okay. So you take half damage, Demointhus, Corwin. What was yours roll again?
6.
6.
Dang.
Okay. Corwin, you take 1 damage. Demointhus, you take none.
Alright.
Now there's a smoke that's covering your vision. It's getting difficult to see. Demointhus, all you can feel is the strength of the blade rising, but you can't really see him anymore. All the smoke is kind of covering your guys' sight. Orb Weeb, you have this paladin-like creature clenched in your jaws. You're just kind of swinging him around in the air. You can bite again if you'd like, or you can drop him. It's up to you.
I would like to drop him, bite him, and then constrict him.
Okay. You drop him to the ground, and he goes slamming on the ground. And you go to... you want to bite him again?
Bite him again.
Okay, give me a roll.
$18 again.
Alright. You hit. Give me damage.
$21.
21 damage.
Yep.
Okay. You clench him in your jaws, and you hear a giant cry like, "Ah!" And suddenly you can feel your jaws just go like they close entirely, and suddenly this energy like mist just goes and it flows out of your mouth like he just evaporated.
Oh, wonderful.
Cool.
I'll take that. Can I try to find my bag since I am still consciously me? And I do have tiny little T-Rex arms that I can use.
Yeah, you start looking around for your stuff, and you see a pile of your equipment like beneath your belly.
Can I grab the bag with one of my arms and make my way over to Demointhus and Corwin? It's like a little grab situation.
Sure. You can try.
Fantastic.
I'm worried for you, but you can try.
You're worried for me?
Yeah.
To pick up a bag?
It's what's in the bag.
Alright, what do I gotta roll to pick it up?
Just give me a sleight of hand.
Okay. I was gonna say I could use a constitution if you want me to.
It's about the delicacy of what you're trying to achieve right now.
Fantastic. 12.
Okay. You
Wait, 12? But it's actually 15.
15. Okay. Your
Different
talons
mod-
reach
yeah, different
into the
modifier.
straps of the bag, and as you pull it up, you watch as you pull up the bag, you actually start to rip through the straps with your talons as they are very sharp.
Dang it.
And you're watching the
Alright,
tethers
fine, I'll
start to
put the bag
break.
back down.
Okay, you put the bag back down,
I'll put the bag back down.
and it topples over. Yeah, you're still there.
Alright, at least I know where it is.
You start to feel your
Okay, I'll
body
make my way-
start to like shrink and constrict, and you start getting a little bit of pain
No.
coursing through your body as you're losing your monstrous form.
Oh no. Alright. Can I move forward like 5 feet?
Yeah, you kind of climb over this building, and you're like crawling over the top of this building as it's the quickest way to move without having to go all the way around.
Can I see Corwin and Des Moines' situation right now?
Yeah, you're watching. Right now, all you really see is smoke in this area.
Okay, as my last hoorah with this giant beast, I would like to use lightning breath if possible.
Okay. What's it do?
Towards the motherfuckers on the roof.
Towards the guy on the roof?
Yup.
Okay. Give me the attack roll.
You gotta make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Nine.
That does not make it.
Okay.
He'll be
roll damage.
taking... Alrighty. Oh. Damn it. Alright, he'll be taking 12d10 damage.
Ooh.
Alright.
Alright. Give me something good.
Fucking wreck him.
66
66?
damage. You watch as you
wow.
open your mouth and this electric charge begins to form and it arcs across the way. And this thing looks over to you and the lightning collides into his body and he brings his arms back as the lightning is coursing through his body. And he lets out a roar as he goes, second.
You have not heard the last of the cult of Vecna.
And he just
Vecna?
explodes.
Did you just say
Did you
Vecna?
just say Vecna?
I did.
That's fucked. Oh my god.
Somebody's been watching Stranger Things.
He explodes and the smoke just mists out. And that's where we will end the session.
Motherfucker.
We'll talk, buddy,
drives
because I need to find the hand of Vecna because Corwin wants that.
Corwin
'Cause I
wants
think,
that.
fuck,
Corwin
thing-
wants that.
Corwin
not
would
Preston,
want that.
Corwin.
Corwin would want that. Yeah. What do you guys think?
No, that was great.
That was
Good.
good.
I really like the voice mod.
That's cool.
It's pretty sweet.
It was pretty solid.
It adds to it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end the stream. Let's see here. I don't think anybody's even here, but anybody who might be watching on
I think it's-
YouTube or in the future, thanks for hanging out, and I hope I will see you guys in episode 4, where we will continue this bout. Until then.
Until then.
If I can find it. Bye.
Forever. Wyatt said there was something on our sheets. Oh wait, he didn't say that. But I've been looking and I cannot find anything.